Hey guys, what's up? It's RK-01 here with another Airsoft review, and today I'm reviewing the Dboys RK-01 Airsoft gun, and this is their steel or metal AK lineup. This one is the imitation wood series, not the laminated wood. So the body, if anyone wants to know, is not full steel. It's pot metal, which I'm fine with. If you want the full steel version, usually people who get that do some heavy modifications to their guns externally, and they just want the more realistic feel. Me personally, I'm a speed player. I'm usually one of the first guys out running and sprinting towards my opponent, so I usually try to keep myself as lightweight as possible so I don't fatigue myself on the field. But let's get right into this review. I got this gun a few weeks ago, and I just haven't done a review on it. I'll just go externally, internally, and then my personal thoughts. So externally, you get the side folding stock. I already have the sling mount attached to it. Not the sling mount. I already have the sling, Russian sling, that comes with the gun attached to it. Sling, the stock folds to this other side where the just like most side folding AKs. Adjust my camera, and so it folds over to this side like so. Push this button right here on the inside, which is pretty stiff. Yeah. I can't even, wow. Okay, there we go. A pretty stiff button folds, and because you have the sling attached to it, like so, when it folds, you can transport it, throw it over your shoulder, and just walk around with it, and then, like, when you're ready to use it, you unfold the stock, which brings the, puts the sling taunt to the body, so you're ready to rock and roll. As we move up forward in the gun, like I said, the whole entire body is made of pot metal, definitely not steel, so, you know, not the best quality, but like I said, I'm not doing heavy modifications, I'm not dropping my gun everywhere, I'm pretty careful with my stuff and my things, so, you know, you treat your guns right, and they'll do the same to you. It has a selector switch like any AK, where up is semi, in the middle is full auto, and then at the bottom is semi-auto. Has your full bolt assembly like most Dboys, and makes a pretty nice clank for the quality of metal that it's made out of. Remove your top. That just shot out. Remove your top cover to remove your top cover to reveal where your battery goes. And on the off chance, which this would happen to normal anyone else, occasionally the spring guide for your bolt assembly will fall out, so be careful about that. Let me get that back in there, and then just give the old good butt slap to the top of the stock to or top of the top cover to lock it back in place. Like I said, you got your optic rail right there to put your AK rails on it, and any other optics that you have, any Russian optics. Might need slight modification to get them on, I'm not sure. Not all of them run the same for like sizes and how it works. You get your AK-74u iron sights, and then front sights. This one, like I said, comes with imitation wood handguards. They're plastic, but let's be honest, gotta be honest with you, these are not creaky, they don't wobble at all. It doesn't make a lot of noise except for the fact when the sling goes up against it, but there's no creak, no wobble, they're pretty solidly put in place. And then, of course, you get your orange giant plastic flash hider, which, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get rid of that. And then, let me go internally on this gun. Internally, it's got Dboys version 3 gearbox as their Chinese short type motor, which is strong enough to pull back the spring that's in it. But even though this is a CQB length gun, it shoots way too hot for CQB. Has an M120 spring in it, so it shoots probably about 400, maybe 390 feet per second with .2s. So probably going to need to downgrade your spring if you want to bring this into CQB. I would recommend putting an M100 spring in it. Internally, like I said, has the Dboys version 3 gearbox, which has, if I remember right, 7mm bushings, XYT steel gear set. Has a Dboys polycarb piston, which is really good, and polycarb piston head, which is also really good. It should be a blue polycarb piston head that's also ported. Has a polycarb air nozzle, which is alright. Polycarb what was that? Air, not the air nozzle. Polycarb tappet plate. Polycarb man, what is that? The can't think of it right now. Cylinder head, polycarb cylinder head. That's all right. And a full cylinder for the air compression. It gets decent compression, so what I've heard. I mean, if you adjusted your compression and made it better with maybe a O-ring air nozzle and a better cylinder head, then you'd probably get a huge jump in FPS, and then with the M100 spring, it'd probably bring it up to 350, maybe 360 FPS. But that's just all speculation. It has a plastic spring guide. Might have a ball bearing on it. I'm not sure. I can't remember from off the top of my head. Like I said, M120 spring. And then your standard wiring has the car fuse, or yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a car fuse, but I could be wrong. It's got their like AK fuse that they put in here. It's alright. It doesn't usually burn out like normal airsoft fuses, so it's a better fuse in my opinion. I would just get rid of it because it gets in the way, and I'd put better wiring in here. I mean, internally it's good for a beginner gun. Don't need to fix anything until it breaks, and then you can put in your upgrades. But that's my personal opinion on new guns. Has I think almost a 300 millimeter brass inner barrel, a 6.08 or 6.1 inner barrel. It's no problem. It'll range out to about 150, 170 feet. Hop-up unit that comes in the gun is plastic with their standard Chinese bucking and hop-up rubber. Excuse me. And that's pretty much it internally. So, final thoughts, I guess, on this gun. I love AKs. I don't probably love them much as some people I know, but in my opinion, they're just ready to rock and roll. I also forgot to mention that this gun does come with a high cap, the like tan or brown high cap AK-74u magazines. I will let you know that Dboys AKs are very finicky with magazines. They usually only take the AK-74 style magazines, not the AK-47, the banana type. These are very, very picky. So if you have one of these, I would recommend going to your local airsoft store to find magazines that would fit properly before you make an online purchase. But that's just my opinion, because I know I've had one of these before, so I know what magazines fit in them and what don't. The AK magazines, the mid caps, they fit here perfectly. They rock and roll, and they feed great. I was gonna do some analogy, but they feed wonderfully in this gun. So if you want to get mid caps for this, which is what I'm gonna run, and what I'm gonna start running is mid caps in all the guns. But yeah, all in all, I give this an 8 out of 10. I guess in my opinion for quality. It's a good beginning gun, good starter gun, pretty lightweight. As you can see, I'm holding it with one hand, no problem. Only thing I don't like about it is pretty much this giant orange flash hider. I wouldn't mind if it was the black like steel one with the orange at the end, like that'd be better for me, but the fact that this giant like orange thing is on there, I'm gonna have to get it off, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna have to get someone else to do it for me, but honestly, that's just an external con in my opinion. I got this on a sale from Airsoft GI for like $100. Everything ended up being like 120 after shipping, so it was a really good deal. I don't know if they still have it because those were their shocker deals or whatever. They're like one-time deal that they do. But honestly, for AKs, if you want to get one that's won't break the bank and that's better than the TM designed AKs, which TM designed AKs have like these screws up here. This is a VFC clone, so it's pretty much all one piece. Get one of these for sure. I would definitely get this over a TM style AK any day. So yeah, this is Red Wolf, and this is my review of the Dboys RK-01, and I'm signing out.